Okay, so I was sitting here eating, literally, grapes, and I was sitting here eating grapes and peanuts, and it started to make me think, why don't I talk about some of the favorite vegetarian foods or burgers I've had? And yes, this is considered vegetarian, because I'm not really a vegan. So, one of my favorite places that serves veggie burgers is Fuddruckers. It has one of the best, like, you can add cheese, you don't have to add cheese. They have free, like, you add, like, free ingredients, like, everything comes with it. You make your own sandwich after they're done, like, the basics of it. And then I had Red Robin's, which isn't too bad. I mean, it's good. I always put, depending on, no, everything I eat, I pretty much put ketchup on my veggie burgers. Oh, excuse me. And then Five Guys actually had a veggie sandwich, which was like grilled vegetables, and then they put it on like a hamburger bun, but no meat in it. Just a little cute bun. And it's actually really quite good. At first, I wasn't sure what the mushroom was, because I'd never seen it like that before. I thought it was meat, but I'm like, this is a veggie sandwich. And I looked it over like 5 times. When I tasted it, I was like, no, that's meat. Meat at all. That doesn't even smell like meat. I don't know why I was thinking of it, just didn't look good. Oh, and grapes and peanuts are pretty cool together for a vegetarian snack. I like, I don't know, I call them veggie, um, spaghetti tacos and veggie tacos, which spaghetti veggie tacos are just spaghetti, cheese, and a tortilla roll, which I add a little bit of butter to, and I heat it on a pan, and then I add the spaghetti too. But it's extremely messy, and I can only eat during the summer. Peanut. Um, so I only eat it during the summertime, because it's extremely messy. Like, it could remind somebody, like, my brothers used to eat sloppy joes. Um, and yes, these are cashews. Halves and wholes. I mainly like cashews. I like other nuts, but not as much as cashews. Like the regular peanuts you get at Five Guys are one of my favorites. But they're basic peanuts in a shell type. And then there's what I call the vegetarian taco, which is a tortilla shell. I put tomato, lettuce, cheese, tomato, sour cream, and sometimes I add extra vegetables in there, sometimes I don't. But those are the 3 places I have veggie burgers from so far. Um, they're interesting because, like, different places have, like, different flavor. Like, those are the restaurants I've had. I've had 2. One from Giant, which is when I always get, and one from BJ's. And the one from BJ's tastes a little bit better because it had extra, like, peppers or something that gave it, like, more of a spice. And yes, I'm trying to eat healthier. It's going as good as it can go. Oh gosh, why'd I do? Sometimes I keep grapes by themselves, sometimes I have to have them, like, in tons of, like, sometimes the reason I actually put peanuts with my grapes is so that the salt off the peanuts kind of go on the grapes, because I can't stand too sweet stuff. Like, that's better. Like, it depends on the sweet. Like, I like sweet and salty kind of combined. And look, fruit protein. That's not meat. That was my foot. That went out of the way because I don't eat things off the ground. That's just nasty. Unless you absolutely had no other option, then that's different. Like, I can actually taste the salt off of the... And then there's, my grandma makes spaghetti with different vegetables. And I'm like a pasta person. I'm trying to find new and cool recipes for tofu. My doctor wants me to try to eat more protein. Because she thinks that because I haven't had protein and I mainly don't eat anything that has protein in it until like now. She thinks that could be another reason why like I've gained so much weight. Because I was talking to my friend and she works as a dietitian and has a degree in it. She's a registered dietitian. She was telling me usually people who don't eat protein end up wanting more savory, like spaghetti, potatoes, and of course that equals a lot of carbs and fat. And if you don't get protein, you tend to get tired more, and then you don't sleep well, and so then you end up not really eating right. And when you don't eat and sleep right, your weight kind of varies. And stress. And my doctor told me I had to factor in the RSD. The RSD so far has been driving me crazy. I can't walk anymore. I can't run. I can't really do my gymnastics like I used to. I can't really walk long distances, even if I'd like try to like not walk with my cane, which is barely ever because it's really hard for me. I'm trying to so I can get up like around the house. I can't really swim that well. Like I can go to the pool and like sit there, maybe walk up and down and try to exercise because that's where they really put us. And it kind of makes you thirsty, hurt, but at the same time it pushes you to really try to control it. And I can't really enjoy getting bags anymore, so, RSG is a pain. But still to this day, my favorite veggie burger has to be Fuddruckers. Like, Five Guys does a good veggie sandwich, which is different than a veggie burger, because it's just grilled vegetables and hamburger bun with, like, the little sesame seeds in it, which is actually really quite good. But I had to add ketchup. Maybe I would add cheese to it, too. Unless, like, you're a true vegan, and I don't know if vegans eat ketchup. You don't need to add the cheese to it. But, I usually get the Fuddruckers with cheese on it, and then I add my own ingredients. Like, I add, lettuce, tomato, ketchup, and sometimes I add other things. Like, I don't mind some onions, but, like, usually, like, I also eat salad with, lettuce, tomato, cheese, ranch. Sometimes I eat it with sunflower seed, but it's the one with no shell. It's like the shellish sunflower seed. And salt and pepper. But there are places like this Italian place I go to, they make their lettuce, pepper, onion, tomato, and cucumbers, but I take the cucumbers off. Because cucumbers actually make me throw up. And no one needs to see or wants to see me do that. but I'm also always looking for new vegetarian and vegan friendly recipes. It's much harder than you would think. And the only reason I'm kind of like slowing down eating is because I kind of already. This was like my second thing of grapes. Like, I add a little more peanuts on top of the grapes just so that the salt gets on them. Because these are like really sweet. I mean, Jade was eating hers with peanut butter, which is like close to the same thing. But oddly enough, the Texas Roadhouse place has a veggies menu. It's actually pretty decent because you get like a couple decent vegetarian foods. Like, there's no meat in them that could even be considered vegan if you don't add the cheese or anything with dairy. It's kind of cool because I usually get their baked potato with like cheese, sour cream, salt and pepper, and butter. But with their rolls, I used to love their butter, but I can't eat it anymore because I'm allergic to cinnamon and mint, and I think it has cinnamon in it. I think it was. So it's like good, the rolls by themselves, but they also have like a couple like corn, I think veggies. I forget the other thing, but they have like it's very small because it's like very small because it's technically, excuse me, a meat eating place, but they know sometimes vegetarians are drugged there. Usually there's not many of us, and I don't care if you eat meat. Like, the places I can't really stand to go too often that really bother me is KFC. The one time when I was much younger, I went in there and I just heard the chickens bucking at me like they were alive. I was like, I need to leave. This is just like, I think I was just seeing all the meat like right in front of me. Like, it's a little different. Like, when you go to a restaurant or even McDonald's, it's not all staring at you. Um, it creeps me out. And seafood, like, it depends on the seafood. Like, if it has eyes, no, no, no. I do not. Like, my grandma, I got her a Red Lobster gift card. I told her, if you want to take Jade one day and go with the family, as long as I get something to eat before or afterwards, you can go and I don't have to go. I don't want to go. No offense. Like, I'm pretty sure they have, like, food lovely for people who eat lobsters, but I'd probably pass out just staring at every. Oh, if they had eyes. The eyes freak me out. Like, usually if they don't have eyes, it's not as bad. But, like, sheepfood grosses me out more than anything. Like, legit. Which is kind of crazy. It's like, yeah, seafood can be very gross for me. It's like. But I'm just like, some of the cool places that have vegetarian and some veggie. I'm just giving you some vegetarian food tips of what you could try. Because trust me, it's taken me still very, very, very long time to figure it out myself. Like, I still have to figure out a good recipe for tofu. And I have no idea how to do that. Well, I'm gonna go and put this away and make sure Kevin's not destroying my house again. Bye.